Okay, my Smoke and Carbon Alert is exactly 10 years old and we have to replace it. And we are replacing it with a new one. And I'm going to show you how that works. So first thing we want to do, we want to take out the old one. You see the old one hangs by a cable like this, but for the time being we'll leave it like that. We got the new one. As you see, the new one also has the plate where you screw it on. That's gonna be important, but it also, as you see here, comes with 3 adapter plugs. We have this one, and we have one with loose cable ends. Maybe that's the one we are going to need. And then we have another one. Now, before we start attaching this one, let's get the old one out. Okay, so I unplugged the old one, which you see here. And now let's just check how old that one is. And you see this one was, it's September 02, 2016, so it's 10 years, and after 10 years, it's actually recommended to replace them. You see the new one, and here the old one. What I can see right from the get-go is that we have a problem with the plug or the connector. So you see that's the connector which came with the new one, and you're gonna see this connector does not fit, but it fits in this one here. First things first, we need to replace this plate where we screw it on. We cannot use the old one, and we need to replace the connector with a new one. That's the next step. The first thing we are gonna do, we just unscrew it here, take this one out and replace it with a new one. So we turn it this way and then we can take it out. And so there are 2 things you can see. So that's the old one, that's the new plate, installation plate. What you can see, the whole pattern, it's the same, but it's just no longer the diameter. It's not fitting, and therefore the new sensor would not fit in the old one. Unfortunately, this connector is not identical to the one I need. It's not a big difference, but there is a slight difference. So we are actually installing the new connector here, which is pretty easy. You just follow the colors of the cable, and we have these quick connectors here, so that's pretty easy to do. We have the new connector here. Last thing we want to do is connecting these 2 cables, and technically you put them together and then you put this over it and then you screw it in. It's pretty hard to show with one hand, but I'm pretty sure you get the sense. The new connector is installed. Next thing we want to do is installing the plate, the holder plate for the sensor. And it needs a little TLC here. Connector plate is installed. You can see the other one was a little bit bigger, but before we put on the sensor, we do one thing. On the sensor, there's actually a field where you can put on the date, and that's what we're gonna do this time. And now let's just see my sensor. This one is May 2026, so it's good for another 10 years. This one was the old connector, which was fitting perfectly on the old sensor, but unfortunately, you see here, it did not fit on the new one, and that's why we installed a new connector. Okay, alrighty, we have installed a new sensor. Last thing we want to do, we want to arm the battery. We've armed the battery. That's the beep you heard. Now let's do a test. And your new carbon and smoke sensor is good to go for hopefully another 10 years.